is your mom.
I'm gonna sit you on this rock and fold it.
Hey, it's Illuminati. The Illuminati.
Can you fit through there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Are you going through there? Oh,
No.
I wonder. That looks pretty big. If you want to fall off the other side.
This is the easier way, but there's like she's going down.
I can't go. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine.
Thank you.
I'm just not used to bringing so many people here.
Yeah, there's a lot. It's very crowded today.
How do we get back up though? How do you get what? How do you get back up from there?
From where? In there?
Yeah, if you fall in there, how do you get back up?
Well, if you're not too hurt, you can crawl. You can climb back up. If you're hurt, you're probably somebody's gonna have to pull you up.
Oh, right there. Perfect.
Is there a hole there?
Right there. Yeah. Get out.
Can you come in another way? Oh yeah, there you go.
There, I can get out.
Maybe you can climb through that entrance and then you can come here. You won't have to get out this way.
See? True. It's right there to get way out. I'm not going in
You're pretty skinny.
Do not know what is in there.
You could probably fit in there.
there. Probably.
Well, you might get stuck.
Hi.
Hi guys.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, you can get through there. Busy day here at Boxcar Rocks.
That way is all like the rolling rocks.
Go back this way.
Why
Because it's too much. Because he's recording stuff.
Be careful, don't fall.
Go this way.
You guys forget a water? There's a water over here.
No, that's not ours. This is boring. There's no rocks here. Ow, my hair.
You can stand right there. You can wait.
Ow, my hair. I'm too cold. I know, right?
Come on, George.
Okay. I put it up there.
Are you going down there? You better wait for your dad.
Right there. That's
You won't go there alone. You turning around? It's easier if you walk on top. Wow, this place is really quite busy. Brett here. At Boxcar Rocks today, my initial plan was to go to the Pinnacle up by Hamburg and check out the overlook and explore the Pinnacle Cave there. But when I got there, there was a police officer in a car sitting there, and apparently that whole thing is closed down due to coronavirus. So unfortunately I drove all that way. It wasn't very far, it was about an hour and a quarter, and I couldn't go. So I figured, well, what's kind of on the way back to York, and I thought, well, let's go to Boxcar Rocks. I am a little bit past the farthest point I got to last time. Last time when I dropped my camera and scratched my lens, had to get a new camera. There's a ton of people here today. I've never seen so many people. I've probably seen at least 100 people, kids, parents mostly, here today, exploring the rocks. It was hard to actually get a parking spot. That's how crowded it was. Anyway, I got some footage of that. As I kind of heading east here on the top of this ridge, which is, I think it's called, Sharp Mountain. So yeah, I had a plan, and as is often the case, my plans fell through or something got in my way, so I'm here now. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue on. It's kind of cold, kind of windy. I'm worried about the wind noise. I really need to get a better camera with a better microphone so I can get a windscreen, so I don't have to worry about the wind noise as much. It really kind of looks the same today as it did last time I was here, even though that was maybe in January. I'm not sure. It seemed like it was a while ago. The leaves still aren't out up here high altitude. I'm not sure where we are. Maybe 1,400 feet? I hear some people coming. Anyway, it's a fun day here. Definitely recommend coming out here if you can. I'm just going to continue due east along top of this ridge and see how far I can get before I have to turn around, before I run out of time, alright? So let's continue on, and if I find anything cool, I'll pop back in. Appears to be some type of reservoir down there. Coming to a break in the rocks right here and getting a pretty high outcropping. Little step across. This is probably 30-foot drop. I don't know how far this goes. This is a pretty big rock here though. Pretty high. I wonder if I can chimney down here. It's just very windy up here. It's almost like a gap behind me, like a break in the rocks. I got to get back to more wooded sections if I'm going to get away from this wind or hide behind. Hide behind rocks. Now one thing I want to make sure I don't do is I don't drop my camera again. Now let's see if we can get down here. Actually, let's try it this way. I can't fit through here. I'll have to go around. Sorry for the rough camera work. So I'm coming up on a looks like another series of Pottsville conglomerate rocks over here. There was a break, chimney down a couple hundred feet to the west there. And in between, right in the break, I came across these pits here. There's one here, and there's one here, right here. It's like a depression, probably about 5 or 6 feet deep. And then there's another one right up there at the top of the ridge. Now these are, I don't think these are natural. These look to be man-made. Looks like somebody was digging something up here. I don't know what. The main rock of this series is the conglomerate, but I've read that there is also thin bands of limestone and actually thin bands of coal, some like siltstone, but it's mostly this sandstone. But it's mostly this conglomerate. So I'm wondering if maybe these pits were somebody digging something out of value, or maybe, I don't know, there was some kind of old construction here. Kind of weird. I mean, we're out in the middle of nowhere. Here's a mound over here. I don't know if this is it's just kind of a weird, kind of a strange place to have a mound, unless this is actually like a tailings pile from people digging up stuff and then dumping the leftovers here. I mean, I don't know of any mines or anything that are up here, but oh, you see, this is okay. This looks like this looks like shale. Yeah, this is shale. See that? It's real thin. It's fissile, which means it fractures, it breaks very easily. And it's got these thin bands. So yeah, this is not a natural. This mound here is definitely not natural. This is a man-made thing. I don't know where it's coming from. Let's follow it. We'll hike across the top. Maybe we'll figure something out. There could be an open pit, excavation here at some point. Maybe there was a workable seam of coal. can see the rocks pick up back over there. They keep going. All right, I found something interesting here. I tried to bushwhack, but I want to come back to where the rocks are. And right at the top of the hill here. And this is the conglomerate. But right here, you're getting these interesting inclusions. I don't know what you would call these, but you can see clearly that they're like almost like pieces of conglomerate that for whatever reason, almost like a breccia, which is when you get a rock that, look at it, it's everywhere. See it? You shatter a rock. You take a rock like that shale back there and you smash it up and then you throw it down a hole, and then that hole gets filled with mineral rich water or different kinds of sediment, and then it solidifies in there. When you have that sharp edged conglomerate, I think it's called breccia, B-R-E-C-C-I-A, breccia. I think it's an Italian word. And I'm thinking that this, I don't know if this is technically that, but there's definitely something different going on here. And you can just see it everywhere. Now maybe that's what, or maybe people were digging at this and that's what those mounds are back there. It's getting kind of windy. Woo! It's almost enough to push me right over the edge. About a 40-foot cliff right here. Cool little ledge that comes out here. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. I don't think I can get down here. That's where I was there. About a 4-0. All right, let's take it back up here. It's got to be a way down without having to jump or fall. I can go right here, but then I gotta jump. I don't want to twist my ankle. All right, guys. I think this is it. About 5 o'clock. Kind of running out of time here. Probably about 1.5 miles from Whale Rock at this point. Not very far, but I'm not sure how I'm going to get back. If I go back this way, the way I came, I got to do a lot of bouldering and climbing around, stuff like that. That's going to take me a while. There's supposed to be a road down. If I go down this side of the north side of Sharp Mountain, it's supposed to be, if I remember correctly when I was looking at maps, there's supposed to be a road there. It might be easier for me just to head down to that road, take that trail back. Probably save me some time. Probably would be easier too. But I don't know if this is the end. I'm up above the reservoir now, and there's this last little stretch of outcrop, and then it terminates right here. Off in the distance, I can still see some rocks, but I'd say for the last 1/4 mile though, it's been petering out a little bit. I don't know if I'm truly at the end of Boxcar Rocks. I mean, it could just keep going. I'd have to look at an aerial map maybe when I get home, and I could probably tell that. I seem to recall that it went pretty far. I have gone the whole way the other direction, so I know how that ends, but I've come quite a bit farther, a lot farther than I did last time. Found some interesting stuff, found those pits in that mound, and that cool breccia, those shards of rocks that were encased in the matrix of the Pottsville. So, although I couldn't go to where I wanted to go, which was the pinnacle, I think we still kind of pulled it out and had a pretty good productive day, okay? So I'm going to head down north side of Sharp Mountain, see if I can't find that trail, hopefully get back to the car within about an hour, and that'll be it until next time. So this is Brett for Topo Ranger, signing out. Hey, I'm back. Hey, listen, I came down the north side of Sharp Mountain, and I found the road I was looking for. I just follow that way, probably back that way about a mile, and I'll hit the parking lot. But as I was coming down the mountain, I passed through this really kind of eerie, almost kind of creepy grove of pine trees, and then I came down a little farther, and I found these two pits. There's one up there, and there's one here. And these are obviously somebody came in here and was digging something out of here. This one has water in it, and I'm not sure if it's a spring. Yeah, it is. It is a spring. See? You can see right there the water. The water is actually running. It's not much. It's just a little trickle, but it is running. So this is essentially a pit, I think, that they dug into the side of the mountain, and then they intersected some type of fractures or whatnot, and it's a spring. But what I found in this water is why I'm adding this onto the end of the video. And if you look here, I was looking in the water, and there's all of these white, kind of like cottony type of things. I wish I could get to that. I don't know if you can see them here. It might not be coming out, but there's these white little cottony balls, and some of them are floating, and some of them are attached down to in the leaf litter there. And I thought maybe at first I thought it was ice, but I don't think it's ice. It's some type of I don't know. It's like a cocoon or something, because inside these little things, there's these little black dots. So I don't know what they are. It's like, it almost looks like some type of alien life form. Of course, I think everything like that looks like an alien life form. Here's one that's pretty close. You see that right there? Hold on, let me make sure that's coming out. It's like these little dark dots inside these little bubbles, and then there's that really white kind of cottony stuff. It's really weird. Yeah, it's like, I've never seen, I mean, I'm sure it's probably just, something normal. I'm thinking maybe insects, but, that water's got to be close to freezing. I mean, and I've never seen anything like this before. Now, it is fresh spring water, so maybe there's something in the spring water that allows this life form to live. Maybe it's an underwater fungus or something. I don't know, but good thing I brought my underwater housing, because I'm going to stick my camera underwater and we're going to get some close-ups. All right, let's do it. Well, there you have it, people. Some type of creepy cotton ball alien life form things going on. I don't know what that is. The one felt like a ball of ice, which I guess it could be. But the other ones that had the little black dots at the center, they were kind of mushy, you know. And I don't know. It's hard to tell at the end of that stick, but man, that's some creepy stuff. So hey, if you're out there and you're watching this video, and you know what that was, please email me or put it in the comments if you want my email. It's but you can get my email on my website, toporanger.com. Don't forget topo_ranger. That's my Instagram, and on YouTube it's just Topo Ranger. If you know what that stuff was, 'cause I have no idea. I've never seen anything like that. It creeped me out just to like touch it with the stick. I almost fell into the pond, and I was like, you know, that's some weird stuff. It was some weird stuff, right? I'm kind of half kidding here. I think I may have solved the mystery as to why people were digging up here. Coming along the road here, and I am finding this is heavy, this is light, and this looks like anthracite coal to me. And like I said before, there are veins of coal in the Pottsville Formation. And I bet you that's probably what they were digging. Yeah, see this? Well, that seems pretty light. It's probably what they would call, I think, carbonaceous shale. And then probably within that shale there was, here's a whole bunch more. Probably within that shale there was sections of coal. Look at this right here. What's this? Yeah, see this? It's that shale, but in the shale, oh, there you go. See that? That's a little heavier. This is really light. They probably pulled it out of here and then hauled it. Yeah, feel that? Oh yeah, that's coal right there. That's a piece of coal. Yeah, it's scattered everywhere on the ground here. This piece here, though, this is the best piece. This is really light. This is like anthracite. And anthracite is actually, it's like luxury coal. It's the coal, it was the really good stuff that they mined in the coal regions of Pennsylvania and other places. It's shiny. It's very hard. It's like hard, shiny, and it puts out the most. It has the most energy in it. It's not as common as bituminous. And then I think there's one below that, which is like just, you know, the lowest grade. I think it's like lignite, anthracite, bituminous, lignite, and then you get down to like peat, you know, which you can burn. But anyway, I bet you $100. That's what they were pulling out of the ground up there. Because what other reason do you have for coming up here? None. There's nothing here. It's just sandstone conglomerate. You know, for miles and miles and miles. There's nothing up here. So if they found a little pocket of this stuff, probably would be worth coming up here and pulling the stuff right out of the earth. All right. So hopefully that's that mystery solved. Once again, this is Brett, Topo Ranger, signing out.